Welcome to Amaka Intellectual Factory, where I host podcasts and many other interesting stuff.
Brazil is, in my opinion, more racist than the United States, okay? I've said this 1,000 times. Black people are not in the newspaper, they're not on TV, they're not in the federal government. It's a lot harder for black people to get basic. Go to Brazil and see how many black people you meet that have cars. See how many black people live outside of the ghetto. And that's in the United States too, right? But we still have middle classes. Like where I'm at right now is a middle class area that's majority black. Usually in Brazil, it's not going to be middle class and majority black. It's going to be super low class and majority black. So again, it sounds like you haven't been too many places. I've been a lot of places now, so that's why I know what I'm talking about. Brazil is more racist than the United States, and they have the same police brutality killings, if not worse. In 2020, the state of Rio had more, the state by itself, one state out of all the states in Brazil, had more police brutality killings than the entire United States.
Racism, or better still, unprovoked aggression, wickedness, or viciousness towards black people is the hardcore reality of a world ruled, governed, and dominated by people from the Latin world family. They speak Portuguese in Brazil, and Portuguese is a Latin language just like Spanish. This guy is part of the failed and shamed Passport Bros movement of black men in America who were trashing and cursing out black women with such venomous hatred that even African women responding to their vitriol expressed concerns. I'm not gonna go into his obvious Hamitic phenotype and most likely heritage. I'm just gonna put that aside. The Hamitic male's misogyny and how it has caused the destruction of civilizations and trauma of our world is a fact that I came to realize many years ago. And there seems to be a marriage that exists between Hamites and Latin people. I'm going to repeat that again. There seems to be a marriage that exists between Hamites and Latin people. Brazil is one good example of a country that epitomizes the marriage between Hamitic people and Latin people. There are other groups of belligerent black people you would also find in that Brazilian mix. This is why I tell people that if you really want to understand this world, begin your studies in the occult, ancient history, and modern history simultaneously. In Nigeria, for instance, there are a black people that claim to have been Brazilian returnee slaves from the transatlantic slave trade. These people call themselves Aguda. Well, you see, there's a little problem here. In Spanish, Aguda means acute, sharp, severe, penetrating, piping, just to mention a few translations. But of all these words, the one that best captures Aguda is penetrating. Now, the Merriam-Webster dictionary gives us a litany of synonyms of the word penetrate. Examples are to enter by overcoming resistance, to pierce, to probe. Penetrate carries a strong implication of an impelling force or compelling power that achieves entrance. How deep do you want to go down this rabbit hole? Then you will see that this US immigration issue is really a global immigration issue, where certain groups of people flood nations through migrations, usually illegal migrations. They penetrate the political realm, and when they have enough might, hijack that nation and usually destroy that nation. This is the true reason Africa can't stand. There are many black people on that continent that are not native to that continent. These black people came in as invaders, and their invasions were properly documented. It's just like black Americans always say, all skin folks ain't keen folks. It's definitely a topic I intend to really explore in the near future. So as I always implore you guys and girls, make sure you subscribe and stay tuned. That's all I have to say for now. Until next time, take care of your lovely selves. And remember, life is beautiful and worth living.